this is Greg Grix from BassFuzz.com. I'm here today with the 3D-FX Fatman, which is a dual mode pedal distortion fuzz. Now, I've had this pedal for a while in one iteration or other. I had the previous version of this as well. I really like it, and as such, this video review and any review to follow is going to be pretty biased because I've got some personal heart and soul invested in this pedal. Now, this is not your mama's overdrive or your daddy's fuzz. This pedal's a little on the noise musician side of things. So if you're looking for a classic fuzz, this is probably not what you're looking for. So to do a quick overview of the mechanics of this pedal, we've got two switches. One is a bypass. The second is a control for turning the oscillating fuzz on and off. Without the fuzz on, it's just kind of a distortion, and then when the fuzz comes on, it's mind-numbing. There's two switches here. The first is deep position. This switch here controls the settings for the oscillating fuzz. In this up position, the last knob here actually controls the frequency of the fuzz oscillation. And in the down position, the frequency of the fuzz oscillation is controlled by this little photosensitive eye down here. And so the theory is you put your foot over it and you go wee, 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 and you actually control the frequency of that fuzz. This knob here, this is just a straight volume knob, and then this knob here is gain, specifically for the distortion side, so you can control how kind of crusty the pedal sounds. To describe this pedal as quiet would be unfair. It's very, very loud. One of my passive basses is extremely quiet, and as such, that bass is actually overwhelmed by the oscillating side of this pedal. But it is flexible in that I can put a clean boost in front of this pedal and then use that to like power through the oscillating side of the fuzz if that's what I want. Another thing to note before we get started fooling around with it is that the noise floor on this pedal is pretty high. So if you're looking for something really quiet and subtle, probably not your option here. So I'm just going to kick this back so I can best do this, and we'll start playing. So, P-bass. Hopefully you can hear that noise floor kick up right away. That's the basic distortion side of it. I'll play with the knobs here. This is the gain, so increasing our grid. That's all the way up. That's the grit side of the pedal. I'm totally afraid to go into the oscillating side because I have no idea how loud or freaky this is. One subtle note here is that only the sound of the oscillator will tell you whether it's on or off. There is no secondary mode light. I'd love to see Justin add that if possible at some later date. It'd be nice to see like red or green if it was on or off. So I have switched this switch up, which will control the oscillating note through this knob. So when I turn it on all the way this way, I know before I started that it's so high either you can't hear it or it's no longer really going. So we're just going to add some noise is really what's going to go on. kind of the basic rundown of me kind of running through the oscillator. I'll just do that again without playing so you can hear the oscillator go. So all the way static, introducing very high pitch. And that's all the way down. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There is no way to control the volume of that oscillation note, which is, like I said, can be problematic with low input instruments or potentially even high input instruments, because you'll just crush it with the notes that are coming out. So it is a little bit of a balance. The last mode of this pedal, which is probably the most entertaining mode, is the optical eye. So I've switched this into optical eye mode, and I'm going to turn the thing on. One thing to note is that when you turn the oscillator on, and this is exposed, it is the lowest note possible. So as you cover it, it'll get higher. As you take it off, as you allow more light, it'll get lower. So I'm not going to be able to play anything too robust here because I'm going to be playing with the eye, but obviously when you're playing with the foot, there's all kinds of things that you can do. That sounds like ass in a way. You get an example of what the pedal does, but there's not really a good way for me to even pretend to play it and operate that cleanly. It is a good time. I highly recommend checking out some of the other sound samples and videos that are available for this pedal. As always, if you have any questions about this or any other piece of equipment, just drop me a line at bassfuzz.com, and there is going to be, conjoined with this video, a series of audio clips, me playing with this pedal through different basses, with different settings, whatever you want to enjoy, as well as a functional and cosmetic overview. So until later then, bassfuzz.com. bassfuzz.com